Hello, everybody. Merry Christmas. I'm Tommy NC 2010, and welcome to the. It's Christmas Eve, and Christmas is around the bend, and the New Year is coming around the bend. And I've had, you know, I've had a lot happen in my life. I've had a lot people come and go, and I want to say to the people, to my YouTube family, that I have invited a certain amount of people to come to this broadcast. And those people that I have invited, you are welcome to come here. I just want to say Merry Christmas to everybody. Happy New Year. When you go into the new year, you hope to start new things with new people and maybe patch some old stuff up that happened with certain people, and you hope to make things good. And just to say, no, I didn't say the things that I said, and maybe just push that behind and forget about it, because it's better not to hold on to such anger and rage and let go. And with certain subjects and certain people, you just can't. But with other people, you tend to let go, and you tend to want to be yourself. And this new year, find somebody that you didn't want to work with, and just work that out with that person. Now, I have two people in my life that I have it's kind of separated from me, and I hope that they can hear this, and that the message is, I'm sorry if that at one point I may have offended you, or I may have said something. And people say things when they're mad. I To the extent of my life, I have been making YouTube videos, and all I wanted to do was make content and provide entertainment with YouTubers and just have a good time. And through that, there was some drama. I don't know if half of it was if there was some of it my fault, if I do admit to that. I have exchanged a lot with a lot of people, and I have done a lot with a lot of people, and I'm appreciative of the fans I have, and I'm very loyal. I'm very happy to hear the fans, even though sometimes I don't agree with some of the comments that I see on my YouTube channel. I just I brush it off and I keep moving. And I even got some new suits, and I have been trying to keep up and do what I can with the community. And at some point we will, and it's just it's just that evanescence feeling, that happy feeling that you get in your stomach when something amazing is happening, and you are just applauded by this amazing commonestral feeling of life. And the Christmas spirit brings it out in you. It makes you want to forgive and forget, move on and do new things, and just try to make things good. You can be bitter and hateful, or you can be forgiveful. And certain people say, well, why don't you be forgiveful for certain other people? Well, I've forgiven that person. Okay, you could push a rock up a hill, but if you don't have the power to do it, you can't get that rock anywhere. And you've pushed that rock up that hill millions of times, and you've put it back on that hill, but it just rolls back down and rolls all over you, and then you get all broken up with it. So certain people, you can't work with, because you push that rock and you push that rock, and you try giving that person chance after chance. And I found myself beating my head against a rock, saying, "This person could do better. This person could do better." Well, that person showed his true colors, and then I got tired of it. And even though the fans hated me, I had to do what I had to do. And it's this feeling of just trying to keep the world on my shoulders and trying to keep that weight from crushing me. And It's about keeping your limit, going the mile. And here I'm going to go with another. Oh, geez, Tommy's going over another wrestling term. It's about taking your bumps, about taking your bumps, and then getting up, and then going after that champion. And let me tell you something: when you are a champion, don't just let the authority take you over. Take that championship like it is yours, and work for it. You know, I boast about this a lot, but I didn't just become MTV's made Comedy Central's heavyweight champion of the world. I worked for it. I was on two syndicated shows, and I know that's a big notch in my belt, two big notches in my belt, and a lot of people forget that I did direct a movie at one point, and it's on my channel, Oddball the Movie. It's about the idea of bullying and people bullying in school, and this whole feeling of just sticking up for yourself. And finally, he gets pushed around. Just watch the movie. It's on my channel, and it's not it's not this kind of happy-go-lucky movie. I have sat back and watched millions of Disney movies, millions of them. Happy-go-lucky, everything goes well for the good guy. Well, what if one of these movies didn't go right? What if one of these high school movies didn't go correctly? It shows you the opposite of what happens in that kind of situation. And I express that, through how I feel when I was, and a lot of people say, oh, that's Tommy. That's post. Well, it's not me exactly. It's a character, but it's kind of like formed around me as who I am. And all I try to do is find love. And, I got tossed around like a sack of potatoes, and no one cared. No one seemed to care. And honestly, sometimes I feel lonely. I do. I feel like I have an emptiness in my heart. I feel like, and I'll be honest with you, this is me being real with you. Like, I feel like I have no one there to talk to. Even though I have millions of friends, I feel like when I do express myself, I feel like no one's listening. Like, I feel like there's an empty valve, gas valve, and I'm just like, huh? Oh shoot! There's deadly gas in the air. And it gets to the point where I get very flustered with myself, and I've gotten very emotional in the past, made broadcasts where I've just like flown off the heel and gone total heel. That's terminology is wrestling. Also, it's when you turn into a bad guy or you get flustered. It's just you can't stand anymore. And you go after the authority and you beat those snot out of them, and you become the world heavyweight WWE champion of the world. Of course, when your champion is Roman Reigns, he's not really a heel. He's kind of what you say a face heel. He's kind of dark and cynical, but it's like, hey, you want to see her really get mad? He just turns his back on his boss, and then walks out of the ring, and she gets really ticked off. I'm like, what's so disrespectful? Oh, he just turned his. You never turn your back on your boss when you're having a conversation. It's the limit of saying, okay, what's the next disrespectful thing you can do? Basically, turning your back on your boss and not saying anything to them, and them getting very ticked off at you. But this year, folks, just forgive the people that you got mad at. Understand that they're human beings, but in certain situations when you only can push a rock as far as it can go up a hill, and then you lose power, and then it eventually crushes you. You have to pull yourself back up and if you dust off your shirt or your lapels. It's just necessary to keep on going. And I just want to say Merry Christmas to everybody and a Happy New Year. New Year's is coming up soon, and tomorrow is Christmas. I can't wait. I already did kind of all my Christmas shopping already, and I've sent out a few packages to a few people. Just to let you know, to a few of my friends, suggested friends, and people that are in my circles that are close to me and close to the heart. So I have just been doing what I can do to provide entertainment to, just say, yes, it is dark outside. During the wintertime, it's insane. It just gets completely dark, and it's really insane. Around 5 o'clock, it just goes dark. Yeah, sorry if I change the subject. That's how I am. As I'll be on a tier here, and then I'll come down to this tier, and I'll go up to this tier, and I'll be going back and forth. Mostly, my channel is about one, positivity, wrestling, movies, and all sorts of subjects. Just um, I try not. If you see people itch me, get me into politics. Politics. I have a tendency to be like, I don't really want to talk about that because sometimes I can't get into politics and the idea. But it's Christmas time. Enjoy it while it's here because it comes once a year, and it's gonna go by quickly. That's the one thing I hate is you are enjoying Christmas, and then it's like boom, 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 it's over, and it's like, really, really, it's over. Oh, I have to wait for next year, and then it goes even faster the next year. It's like you're working and it goes slow. But if you're having fun, everything goes by faster, and you're like, why? I want this to be. I want work to be faster, and I want fun to be slower. And it's kind of like that movie Click. It's like you want to slow things down. Do you want things to go in slow mo? And that is an even and out. So it's this feeling of collab collages and acrodarity, and that's just a word I made up. And when you are at your tip top, and you are, when you are a big YouTuber and you are working your way to the top, and you finally get to that big number up there, don't stop working. Don't. No, it's me. It's like the champion thing I said. When you are wrestling, it's like when you earn that championship finally, don't stop working for it. Keep working for that championship. And it's about working to the limit, never stopping. Keep on moving into the future and understanding that the peak is bigger than the mountain. You can climb the mountain, but you don't realize the view that you're going to see, and that the sights, the sounds, the feeling, the idea of acrobatic physics, and the calm, majestic feeling of the mountain high, the mountain slope. And why am I rambling? I don't know. It's just because I'm just talking with you guys here, and this is my point. And I see some of you guys coming and going, and I'm happy. Hello there, 10 viewers. Hello there. Merry Christmas to you all. And I'm gonna tell you this. I'm just gonna. I say this. I rather say Merry Christmas than Happy Holidays. I rather not be technically politically correct, because it's Christmas. It's not the holidays. It's Christmas. That's just my opinion. Like I'm not gonna be politically correct and be so much dumb because I believe in Christmas, but I don't believe in the fat man that goes down the chimney and is technically a pervert and lets little kids sit on his lap. Yuck. Sorry. I don't want to, for any kids that are watching my channel, like I you can believe in that if you want. Like I have a different opinion about that subject, and I don't want to spoil the minds of kids. I've run into kids that are 9 years old, or at least I think like 10, and they've said to me, "I watch your channel. I watch your channel." I'm like, "You watch my channel?" And I'm like, "I just had a video where I was insanely mad." I'm like, Really? Which videos do you like to watch? Oh, your broadcast videos and also your vlogs. And I'm like, okay, now I need to be careful what I say now. When you see your physical audience, it makes my heart glow red like this tie, like as bright as this tie right here. And because of the camera, look at this. Look how bright this tie is. Like honestly, like it's a bright tie. That's how bright my heart glows. Like as red as blood red as this tie. Like the feeling of just meeting my fans and knowing that they watch my videos, that they make it a regular routine to watch my videos, and that makes me feel so good. This and it being Christmas and New Year's is coming up, and the feeling of just the the love, the love of passion. Like it's just the evanescent feeling of enjoyment, love, passion, sight, sound gets to the point where you say, I'm just happy to live life. I'm just happy to ride this ride, which is life. And, it's just sitting back and enjoying this feeling. It's like living life is like drinking scotch. It's really, it burns a lot, but in the end, it's really relaxing. You have to work for most of the stuff you have to do, but in the end game, you eventually get where you want to do. You get where you want to go, and you you come to so many bridges, and you build so many bridges. You burn so many bridges, then you try to rebuild those bridges, and you find yourself saying, "What the hell? What the heck?" And saying, "Why should I rebuild this bridge over this bridge? Because I rather keep the friendship with that bridge, and then keep that bridge just demolished and falling apart." And when to a certain point, when somebody that you don't really like, and but is actually sometimes good for you, but you realize that sometimes you just like, you want to tell this person, please bugger off, because you respectfully respect them, but at the same time you just don't want to work with them because you get kind of agitated sometimes and you feel like you're gonna bust a vein. Also, just want to let you know, this Saturday I'm Just want to let you know, this Saturday I'm going to see the new Star Wars movie. I can't wait to see it. I'm excited about it. We've been waiting so long, and as I know, I'm not a big Star Wars fan, but I'm kind of like back and forth, and I like the whole idea of a galaxy far, far away. It's interesting. It's very um, very entertaining. I want to also say to my wrestling community, um, MCW, um, and also Dead on Dave Productions. Uh, Also, he's kind of like in and out, but he Tommy C, Joe Cronin, um, uh, Dave Rose. Want to say thanks to Dave Rose. Also, thanks to all the people that are in the wrestling community. You guys are awesome. And like there may be a disgruntled feeling between some of these people, but understand this, like it's a new year. Find a way to make peace. Like if you want, I know certain people. Okay, this is the feeling. Somebody stabs you in the back and they leave you to die. And as I say in the mafia, it's nothing personal. It's just business. And you come across so many fields, you come across so many builds that you are just at this limit where you just don't want to take the crap anymore, and you just want to have peace. You want to have supreme, ultimate peace, and you say over and over again, I'm not going to do this, I'm not going to do this, and then you end up doing it. And I guess what it is this feeling that you want to let loose. You want to let let it be. Just let everything go and just Relax and just say it's just drama. It's just this little itch underneath your skin that you want to itch, and it's like you can't get to it. And I don't know how long I'll go on with this broadcast. I've invited some people to come in. You guys are welcome to come in. I've invited a certain amount of people. Check your Facebooks. I've sent most of my links. Also, I want to give a. I'm trying to think here before I put my foot in my mouth, and I'm really trying to be safe here because the relationships I want to patch up, I don't want to announce their names. I don't want to throw them underneath the bus. So I'm going to give a shout out to one particular person. I want to give a shout out to Eddie Explores. I want to give a shout out to Mr. Rasmus. I want to give a shout out to Brayhawk Tex. That's my friend Brendan. And Brendan, he is a close friend of mine. We've done some collaborating in the past, and I've worked with him with another gentleman, which I don't want to announce this right now. So I'm just waiting for the future for certain things to work out. And I, it's the feeling of just having good friends like this and having all sorts of awesome fans. And I don't overlook certain fans and say, "Oh, this fan is awesome." If I've ever said that to you, well, I mean that you are an awesome fan, and thank you so much. Um, I'm gonna keep going for a little bit, and if no one comes in, I'm just gonna end the broadcast because I thought I would get some people in here. Well, that's what happens when you don't tell anybody that you're going to do a live broadcast. I was watching a friend's broadcast, and I began to think that maybe the things I did were wrong. Maybe some things I said I shouldn't have said, and I learned that you have to take things life with a grain of salt, a grain of rice, and that you have to tread lightly sometimes. But at the same time, you just have to understand, like, how does that make me wrong? How does certain things I say piss people off or tick people off otherwise? And it's this supreme feeling of just being one with yourself and saying one limit is bigger than the other. If I can jump over this hill, I can jump over that hill. If I jump over this hill, ouch, that's kind of hurt. But it's about knowing what you say and what you do will affect you, and your reputation will. If you get reputation as for being, a guy that's going to do stuff, you're gonna do it. Like I have kind of the reputation of being a guy that's very loud and entertaining, and I've a lot of I don't know what a lot of people think about me, but I would say in this new year, I'm gonna focus on some stuff. I'm not gonna announce it, but I'm gonna be doing a lot of things. Also, I'll be starting gaming soon. I will be gaming with Tommy NC 2010. Grand Theft Auto, maybe some the two games I have right now currently for PlayStation 4 is 2016, the 2K wrestling game, and Grand Theft Auto 5, which I'll be doing. Um, one particular person I want to collaborate with and play Grand Theft Auto with is Vlogging Life. He's a cool guy. He lives in Canada, and he's a pretty funny guy. Also, I want to collab with a few other gamers, and broaden my channel, get to gaming, and start some new stuff on my channel. But I just want to say that I want to wish everybody, all my friends out there, all my fans, a Merry Christmas. I want to thank everybody that has been here through this year. It's been a wicked, awesome year. 2015 has been a good year. and good year to me. I hope 2016 could be a better year. I hope I can get more, and I hope I can go farther than what also I did this year. But I just want to say thank you to everybody. Merry Christmas to you all. Have an awesome time with your families tomorrow. Snuggle up with your lovers. Open those Christmas gifts tomorrow. Have a great time. And I'll do the same thing. And as always, I'm Tommy NC 2010. And I'm keeping you on the inside. Fact.